In the previous video, we discussed the groups, legitimate groups like Consumer Affairs, Better Business Bureau, and the like, that are designed to provide consumer feedback on potential scams or ripoffs or injustices. Those groups come with a certain amount of ethics, and we discussed that in the previous video. But in addition to that, in the United States, there's a variety of laws at both the federal and state level, and among them are the federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Acts, the Fair Debt Collection Practices, the Fair Credit Reporting, the Truth in Lending, and the like, and they are put in place in order to establish some sort of policies and procedures on the proper way to deal with potential consumer protection or in trying to enforce certain rules and laws like the Federal Trade Commission, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, and the Food and Drug Administration. So these organizations come with the authority, and they come with a certain policies and procedures and ethics, as we discussed in the previous video. Now, what I want to be able to do is go from there and start talking about the legitimacy of these groups versus RipOffReport.com. And I will take you through a listing of posts that were made on the Consumer Affairs site about RipOffReport.com on how they're trying to almost pretend that they're part of this very legitimate organizations that I had referenced before, and just playing within this CDA Act of 1996. So here we go. Okay, so in this first batch of 3, I'm going to just go through some of the complaints posted on the Consumer Affairs site. I'm also providing that URL link so you can check it out for yourself. The first one is from Christian of Silver Springs, Maryland. It was posted on January 25th of 2018. This site, and they're referring to RipOffReport.com, is BS. It's bullshit. They post anything without any proof whatsoever. Someone can post something negative about you or your business, and they don't have to submit any proof. And this site post is as if it's factual, and I had discussed that in previous videos. They try to sound like a federal or state organization when they're posting it. This should be illegal. The next posting was Vinny of Lyndhurst, New Jersey on January 8th, 2018. When I initially wrote about Bud 4 High and how they ripped me off, the manager of Bud 4 High said he was willing to work with me, but only after the report was removed or edited from RipOffReport.com. I edited the report, but RipOffReport.com refused to take down the original report. The whole thing might have been averted if he had done that. We will never know now. Now I'm out my $409 and did not receive what I ordered as well. Do not use this website, RipOffReport.com. He is bad for business and for the consumer, and he's referring to Ed Magedson. The third one is from Waymanette, I think I have that right, of Estremadale, Kentucky on October 28, 2017. I published a legitimate review of a business. The business owner in turn published my personal information and lies about me on several sites that profit from slander. A federal court has ruled that RipOff Report, though it has some legitimate or legitimate reviews, profits off of slander by publishing it and prohibiting the original writer to remove it. Do not write a review on that website. Your life will be haunted from that day forward. The owner, Ed Magedson, of the website is evil, and when you get in bed with evil, expect bad things to happen to you. Also, for those thinking they will sue or get Google to remove the information, think again. The owner of RipOff Report submits new links of the same situation anytime someone wins a lawsuit, and Google removes the information from the search results. My best advice to people wronged by a company is to contact the Better Business Bureau or write a review on the company's Google profile page. This next post was from Philip of New York, New York on September 16, 2017. As so many others here, I have been a victim of someone's maliciousness who has made false claims against me and my business, claiming I sold a fake piece of art and claiming that my last name was something along the lines of made up. After doing research about this site, RipOffReport.com, and speaking to my lawyers, there's really not much you can do other than hope that people understand it's a scam site and people use it to slander you. And the site generates reviews by asking for high numbers to get these things taken down. The next one is by Charlie of Aliso Vega, California, September 9, 2017. I attempted to write a follow-up review, which was denied since I no longer had access to the initial email address used, and I guess they thought I was an imposter or just lazy. I asked if there was any way to recover my account, which was simply ignored. I'm locked out of even updating my review like they claim is an option, so I just want to say two things. The first obvious one is that this website business model is essentially one of an extortion racket than an actual review site. Now, there's hundreds of these, and I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want you to get a sense of everyone making these claims that this company is a scam and uses the site to blackmail companies into paying them to supposedly turn bad reviews into a positive experience. What a joke this is. We've had competitors writing false reviews, and then after the review is posted, numerous emails from these companies that are slandered to take it down. So when you get a chance, it's really worth a while to read these consumer affair posts. Now, the final point on this is RipOffReport.com is a for-profit organization. So they do like all these attacks on them because it brings more attention to their site. It's like no news is bad news to them. But when it gets to this level, they have to start trying to defend themselves. So you'll see them going out on YouTube and setting up channels of all these great things they've done and all the scam artists that they've stopped. And they've even gone into the consumer affairs using names to say, I've used this site, it's highly reputable. Okay, so they aren't sitting back. I mean, they are constantly trying to present themselves as either legitimate reviewers, or what they'll do is they will use another company as if they're a reputation repair firm, and they'll praise the work that RipOffReport.com has done, and it's just a misunderstanding, but by the way, you're probably not that person that should have been attacked, so we'll help you. Okay, so it's very creative. I mean, his business model is a pretty smart one. He's figured this out, and he's also figured how to use the technologies and the computers to do constant posts to keep everyone low in the Google and YouTube count and his company high in the count. So he's got big bucks behind him. He's got big technology, and the only truth is what you're reading in these consumer affairs. These people are all saying the same thing I have, which is, I don't know who posted this stuff. I don't know why a legitimate consumer protection site wouldn't be willing to remove this information if it's false. And how in the world can you be independent and offer services that create a conflict of interest? It's just not possible. So I will list my information again for the GoFundMe account. I will provide the email address, and I'm going to ask you once again, get involved, get active, get Eddy, and let's get some change. And we're doing this for the future. So for those like me that have gone through this and those have maybe experienced even worse, let's do it for those that have not.